Hi there, this is Sean Gig with one of my personal proof videos on psychic, metaphysical, yada yada yada. This one is about an experience that I had on the used to be legal herb Salvia divinorum, which comes from, well, it was popularized in Oaxaca, Mexico, by the Indians down there, used in their religious rituals. So, a little bit of background. I've experimented with psychedelics, yes, I will admit that. And I had one really big experience when I was 18, and that's kind of been my charter, my biggest experience all the way up until the Salvia experience. So that's just a little background. You know, I have, dabbled a little bit in between, but it's mainly those two experiences that I look at as the big enlightenments. This is the second. A friend of mine had told me about Salvia, so I hadn't really heard of it, and so he offered me some. He offered to smoke some with me, or let me have some of his to try. So I went to his house, and he put it together for me. I smoked this pipe full and put it down, and really for a minute I thought, this isn't going to do anything to me. This is legal, this is like some kind of, silly stuff or whatever. And then all these designs started appearing on the walls. And I thought, oh, okay, I'm really going to trip. So I closed my eyes, and when I did that, what was around me vanished. I was sucked into this other place, this other world, another dimension. And I sat there with, I think it was two beings. I couldn't really see their faces, and you hear people talk about faceless beings with Salvia. That's what I saw, was people that really didn't have faces, but they were kind of happy to see me, and they said, "Hey, how you doing? It's nice to see you. We haven't seen you since. Remember way back?" And I was thinking, all of a sudden I had this picture of me back when I was 18. I had that big experience. And they said, "You remember that big experience?" And I was going, "Yeah, I remember that." And they were going, "Remember how different you were back then?" And I thought, "Oh yeah, I do." And they said, "Remember how free you were, and how you accepted everything and all the people, and you were just really free in spirit?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do remember that." And they said, "The only difference between you now and back then is that along the way people have hurt you, and they've done things to you, and they've stuck in you like knives, and now you have to release those from you." And then I just started feeling all these things pulling out of me. It was like knives just pulling out of my body, but it didn't hurt at all. It just felt good, and they were all coming out of me, and I was just left feeling pure and just a pure spirit. And they said, you see how you're supposed to live now. Don't let these things stick in you. Don't let things that people do stick in you like knives. You have to let them out. You have to, remove them. And I think that now I know how to do that. Now whenever I can meditate on it, and I can really think about things that have hurt me, and people have done or whatever, and I can remove those things. And it was some being that taught me that, and so I don't know who that was or they were, but to me that's some proof of something else besides our physical planet. Alright, there's other videos to watch if you're intrigued, and there's some